So the challenges that we were faced with for Mosley was we needed to improve the school quickly. We got to the point as a district where we identified that we needed outside support. We were not ready to give up on Mosley, and we needed to find somebody that could help us get Mosley where we knew it could be.
The biggest change I've seen through LSI is student ownership of their learning. I've seen way more student interaction than just teacher interaction. And now it's the teacher giving some information and giving some instruction to students, very minimal, and then giving them tasks that make them work harder and struggle a little bit through them, but they're able to help one another through those problems and through those questions and through the tasks that they're given, instead of just having to rely on the teacher for those things.
Some of the biggest changes that I've made in my classroom, I would definitely have to say would be teaming as a whole. I had the students sitting in rows before LSI came to our school. I told my administration, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. I'm a new teacher. I'm not sure if this is going to work for me. And I watched the magic unfold. I don't know if I could teach without having teams.
One thing I like about working together as a team is that I help other kids learn from my learning. I help them better understand what we're doing by giving them resources, giving them directions on what to do, and I give them the reasons why they should use the resources so they could better, so they could learn more.
My expectations are so much higher out of kids than I ever thought they would be, because I didn't know that kids can do as much as my kids do. I'm blown away by my children every day. They can do all these things, they can do hard things, and that's not something that was really here before. And I think that that's, to me, the biggest change is us believing in them more, and our administration believing in them, and them believing in themselves. Every single one of my kids is engaged with their task, and if they're not, their teammates are like, hey, refocus, let's go to our problem and solution. You're not focused, do you need a 1-minute break? And they kind of regulate each other, and so that helps so much with the behavior in the classroom.
We go to our success criteria on our success criteria, then we read it and see what we do, and then we do it, and then when we get it right, that's when we check them off and then make sure that we go through all the steps that they tell us to do.
The structures that LSI has brought about with success criteria and the targets that all kids have that map for them, and the kids that may be sent out or disturbing, now they are working together and working as a team, and they know exactly this is what I need to do and I can be successful. Students teaching other students and students leading other students.
So when I was told that I had to give ownership to the students, I was very hesitant because I'm used to being in control. I feel like if I'm not doing the talking, then my students aren't, they're not getting what they need. So for them to ask me to give up that ownership, it was a struggle initially, but I stuck with the process, and I can see the change. I can see how my kids are blossoming, how my kids are learning, how they're eager, they're more motivated, they're engaged. I mean, it has really helped my students be more successful.
Back in 3rd grade, I was one of the more troubled students. I understood everything, but behavior problems started to kick in because I was not very socially active. I didn't like people, so that was a problem. But now that I'm with grouping, I have to deal with people and their emotions, so now I understand them better.
I feel like my kids that used to hate to come to school are happier. You can just see they're happy to come to school and be here. The kids are more relaxed because they have the opportunity to share and collaborate and talk. And I think that that's opened up their ability to just say, okay, it's all right if I say something, and it's okay if I'm wrong. Because my team's gonna help me figure it out.
I was very shy in 3rd grade. I didn't get what was going on, and everything was just really confusing. But now that teamings came into this school, I've been more confident in my work, and I've been making more progress than I was in 3rd grade.
you.